Direct live from the Miracle.
Well, I was riding with some brothers somewhere south of Gibraltar. We didn't have a plan, so there was nothing that could falter. Picked up another brother down at Gibraltar. His name was Akeem, he had a sister named Sousa. He said to Agadir we should go. We all got ready to roll. We drove all night, it rained like dogs and cats. We drove all night, there was no turning back. Arrived at Anchor Point in the middle of the morn. The sun was shining, the end of the storm. The point was reeling, it looked like a paint. Well, overhead and glassy with lips hollow and spraying. We got out there, we carved with all our might. We carved all day till it became night. Our city grime had washed away. Tagazoo, our new home, the village we stayed. I crashed out early, we rose before dawn. From this perspective, civilization seems wrong. Somewhere south of Gibraltar. Somewhere south of Gibraltar. Somewhere south of Gibraltar. Somewhere south of Gibraltar. Back out in the lineup of bright blue, Akeem dropped into a big crystal tube and made an exit without getting wet. Well, Smiley took off on a 2-meter set. He carved off the bottom, he snapped off the top and disappeared behind the curtain in the bottom of the trough. And once again, he saw daylight. Well, everything about this day was going alright until I got brave, challenged the thick lip. Got chewed up, then spit back out of the grip. My blade was busted down the middle in two. Underestimated Anchor's power, but now I knew Ithaka was the next victim of her assault. Kicked in his butt, then flipped the somersault. His blade also was busted down the middle. It don't take no genius to figure out this riddle. I treat the lady Anchor with a little respect, or you will very likely get worked or wrecked. Somewhere south of Gibraltar. Somewhere south of Gibraltar. Somewhere south of Gibraltar. Somewhere south of Gibraltar. After 2 days of non-stop laceration, drove in search of different motivation to a little village. No village at all, just 10 fishermen and rice 3 meters tall. Strapped a cord to the tail of my 610. Took a couple spills but wasn't ready to say when. Then there it was with my name written on it. High blue and steep with a big fat lip. Scratch for sure like a dog does fleas. But this is a drop and this ain't no disease. Made the first turn relatively unscathed, but didn't want to stick around for the aftermath. Then the blue room enclosed me. A tiny light was all I could see. Wait for me, can't go any quicker. Unfortunately for me, that little light got bigger, and I'm out of there into the brightness. No longer feeling the slightest bit of frightness, euphoria. Now part of my agenda, the real McCoy, not the pretender. Well, after on the show I saw the toe of the dogs, but couldn't think a word, my mind was full of fog. The old artist stole the stories out of his head, of the visitors there, Jimmy and the dead. The dead brought the blades and tried the liquid luck. Nobody comes around, no here, nobody gives a fuck. But I gave a fuck and the circle did too. This place was magic and surrounded by blue. Somewhere south of Gibraltar. Somewhere south of Gibraltar. Somewhere south of Gibraltar. Somewhere south of Gibraltar. Well, then we headed more toward Casablanca. Stopped off at an ancient city named Ithaka. Summer was traveling, no sail was made, but a very stone Joe said it all tastes the same. The coast was flat, so we headed back, but the lesser Barbosa weren't so great. We wasn't sure if we should split away, but at dinner I met a mistress from Paris. I asked her her name, but she seemed embarrassed. Ended up hanging at a crib by the shore. We smoked a little something and we listened to the roar of a new northwesterly on the increase. Of this addiction my soul won't release. Slept like a log, no I didn't mean to bore her, but I needed rest, I couldn't help but ignore it. Cause my main girl is brewing up something for me. If you didn't guess, my best girl is a C, but she didn't produce as I'd expected. And I'm feeling aggravated and I'm feeling rejected. The rest of the circle felt the same as I did, and we was thinking, man, it's just about time that we split. Then Akeem, that motherfucking surfing machine, suggested we visit his hometown salad to check out the scene. with a strange name. A ghetto of a ghetto in Morocco, it's the same thing. A fight broke out down the street. Rocks were thrown, there was the thunder of feet. Clubs were sworn, a riot was on, and we was thinking, it's time to get going. I packed up a shit, no time for a prayer. Again we headed north, we got the fuck out of there. We got the ferry boat back to Spain. It was very stormy, the sky spilling rain. Passed through customs, Laredo carried mud. In my opinion, that shit was fucking dumb, but with nerves of steel, it was okay. There was no bus, and we was on our way. All through the night into the next day. Back to Lisboa, the town where we stayed. Arrived home without a screw or a dollar. Just glad to be back from somewhere south of Gibraltar. 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 Somewhere south of Gibraltar.